All of the Arkham games were made with so much love and care that they hold so many secrets and details that people still are yet to find to this day. So I'm going to cover some of the ones that have been found. These are 5 insane details in the Batman Arkham games. In the beginning of Batman Arkham Knight, when you play as Officer Owens, you get a complaint about someone who's smoking in the diner. If you've played Batman Arkham Knight, then you know what happens next. But did you know that the guy smoking is actually a very important character in the Arkham games? The guy smoking is none other than Jason Todd, aka the Arkham Knight. To prove this to you, you can see the guy is wearing a red hood, and also Jason works for Scarecrow, so this makes sense for him to do this. The Court of Owls are a group of some of Gotham's wealthiest and also most powerful citizens. They like to control Gotham from the shadows, and nobody knows that they exist, and even Batman doesn't know for a very long time, in many iterations. They have these assassins that are extremely skilled fighters named Talons, who do their dirty work. Now, they aren't necessarily a villain in any of the Arkham games, but what if I told you that they are in fact still in the universe? In Batman Arkham Origins, there are multiple hints and details that connect to the Court of Owls. On the roof of Lacey Towers, when Bane and Batman are fighting, you can see statues of Talons. I bet you never noticed that. Another detail that proves that they exist is during the Firefly mission, you can find a book with a poem. It reads out, "The Court of Owls, that watches all the time, rolling Gotham from a shadowy perch. Behind granite and lime, they watch you in your hearth. They watch you in your bed. Speak not a whispered word of them, or they'll send the Talon for your head." So yes, the court definitely does exist. I hope that one day we can see the court in maybe a future Arkham game. In Batman Arkham City, in the main story, after Batman defeats Hugo Strange and finds out Ra's al Ghul is behind it all, when Wonder Tower is blown up, Ra's al Ghul falls to his death, impaling himself with his own sword. When you look at where Ra's fell, you can find his body on the fence. But did you know that after you complete the main story, when you go back to the same fence, Ra's body is no longer there. All that you can find is his sword on the ground where his body used to be. I thought this attention to detail was very cool and also quite chilling. Now obviously we know Ra's al Ghul survived this since he reappears in Arkham Knight, but it still is such a chilling detail that the developers didn't have to put in the game, but still did. If you've played all the Arkham games, then you know Killer Croc has played a major role in 3 out of the 4 games: Arkham Asylum, Origins, and Knight. But there was one game where Croc was missing: Arkham City. But what if I told you Croc was in fact in Arkham City, and you can even interact with them? In the main story, when Batman is escaping the sewers after defeating Ra's al Ghul, there's a button which is closed off by metal bars, and if you throw a remote battering at it, this will happen.
You are not welcome here.
I'm not here to fight you, Croc. Let me pass.
Your scent is different. I smell death on you. I don't need to fight you, Batman. I just need to wait, and then I will feed on your corpse.
This is the only time in the game where you can see Killer Croc, so yes, he is technically in the game. In Batman Arkham City, if you go below the courthouse, you can find Calendar Man locked up. If you visit him on certain holidays, then he will actually tell you different stories. But if you visit him on the day the company Rocksteady was founded, then you can hear this dialogue.
Well, well, well. And on today of all days, do you remember my early work? Flawed, but it showed promise. Just like you. As your skills improved, I perfected mine. Starting with seasons and moving through the weeks, I became stronger. My work more elaborate. Days were the secret, Batman. And the end of days is coming. I was there at your beginning, and I will be there at your end.
While this is creepy, it actually has a deeper meaning to it. You see, in Arkham Knight, at the end of the story, when Batman activates the Nightfall Protocol, Batman goes to Wayne Manor and blows it up, faking both Bruce and Alfred's deaths. But if you look closely in the crowd of people outside of Wayne Manor, you can actually see none other than Calendar Man, keeping his promise that he would be there to see his end. This detail is so cool since it shows just how much care the game developers put into these games and how much they love these characters. So that's 5 insane details in Batman Arkham. If you found this video interesting, consider liking and subscribing. Also, if you think of any other cool details, feel free to comment them down below. See ya.